The last type of visualization that we're going to cover is called a sparkline. And the best way to think of a sparkline is that it's basically a miniature version of a line chart or column chart packed into a single cell. So in the Sparklines tab, here I've got my average high temperature data for 10 different cities from January through December. And what I want to do is just insert a tiny little sparkline in column O, and the idea will be to give a very quick sense of how these temperatures trend over time. So I don't need to build out a full-scale column or line chart to do that. I just want to give a quick, basic visual representation. So in the Insert menu, right next to my classic chart options, I've got 3 sparkline options: line, column, or win-loss. Win-loss is typically used when you have positive and negative values. In this case, I'm going to choose either line or column. So let's start with a line option. And the data range that I want to visualize is right here, C4 through N4. And I want to visualize that data within cell O4, which I have selected. So I press OK, and there you have it. It's created that tiny little line chart sparkline for me. Now with the cell selected, I've got Sparkline Tools. I can change the type to a column if I choose, and I can choose which markers to show. Do I want to mark the high point, the low point, any negative points, or the first and or last point? In this case, why don't we mark the high point? We've got style options here as well. Kind of like this option. Let's stick with this one. Or you can manually choose sparkline and marker colors here as well as axis options. So there you have it. It gives a very, very quick sense of a seasonal trend without a full-scale chart. And what's nice is that I can take this and just drag it down kind of like I would a formula, and Excel will populate these with the correct relative source data references. So there you have it. Super simple. Sparklines in a nutshell.